not many people get to see it. Like you say, to see it up close in person is something completely different.
And when you take customers or train students,
Mm.
do they ever ask you, have an occasion to ask you about Islam? And
They do. I do talk to a lot of youth and a lot of people my own age about the religion, and they ask me questions. They know I'm Muslim, and they ask me questions, and I ask them questions as well about their faith.
What kind of questions do you ask them?
It's amazing that despite the fact that a lot of these people have been raised in Christian and Catholic households, they don't have any organized or any structural beliefs. And I believe that's just due to the recent dilution of the religion to kind of adapt to new social trends. And they don't have any hard religion. And I asked them, well, do you believe in God at all? And they say yes, they have that innate knowledge that there is a supreme being, there is a Allah, there is a God, but they just don't have that direction, that guidance to lead them to, whatever they're feeling there. And even though their hearts are kind of pointing them in the right direction, their eyes are still blind to it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why we as Muslims in the community here really need to, educate, answer their questions, and really kind of awaken that desire in them to pursue the right path here.
And what are some of the questions that they pose to you?
Mm-hmm. They pose, well, why are you Muslim? What type of, is it true that, the Islamic faith, breeds, hatred towards the non-Muslims in the world? They're very confused by the way the media portrays the religion, here in the United States. So I think they are looking for answers. They hear that the media is, kind of twisting a little bit the religion, and they want to get a better understanding from themselves by going directly to the source.
Mm-hmm. And what do you see are the main ways that the media is distorting the true picture of Islam?
It's hard to say exactly.
But do you think it's by films, by television programs,
well,
by
I
the
think
news stories?
mostly by the news stories. Now, we know what's going on in the world right now. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of bloodshed, a lot of war going around throughout the world right now. And it is a very trying time for the Islam faith. And
Mm-hmm.
we need members in the community, especially here in Anchorage, being that there is that desire up here to learn about the religion. And we do need more people, and inshallah in the future we're going to have better resources, and we're pushing for a masjid here. Inshallah in the future we'll have those resources to facilitate that learning and that education to these desired people who want to learn about the religion.
Right. Is the community here? Do they have a project? Do they have a plan to have a masjid proper here?
Inshallah, we will in the future. Right now, we have a masalli. Me coming from New York, there's very prominent big masjids there, and it's very easy to go out and to research and to find a lot of good resources to gather information. When I moved out here, it's hardly any. I was disappointed not to find a masjid here. I was surprised that we didn't have a masjid already, but alhamdulillah, we did have a masalli. So there was that desire in the community to organize and to congregate together. And there's so many different ethnic backgrounds and races and everyone that's getting drawn into Anchorage here. And we really need that organization and that that means of bringing everyone together to support one another here. And we're hoping, we're raising money right now for a masjid. I know we have some money, but we're really hoping, in the future to, build enough to where we can, inshallah, build a masjid here for us.
Inshallah. I think maybe in your work flying around Alaska, sometimes you get to fly to remote locations. Have you ever been in some remote locations and made salat and just thought to yourself, maybe you're the first person ever to make salat in that place?
Yes, you do go to these very, very remote places, and sometimes you're just walking, or if you see a nice peak to walk out to, as you're walking there, you wonder, wow, I think I'm the first person, in time to actually step with my footprints to actually walk up to this spot. Mm-hmm. And if you can pray there and read a little bit of Quran, it's great to know that you're bringing you're bringing that the angels to those spots there, mm-hmm. In the remote wilderness. And yeah, it is a great feeling.
Alhamdulillah.
mountains of Mecca, what can you say of the day that Abraham passed your way? And he was instructed by God to build a house of peace where people will pray, and they will come on every lean camel and out of every ravine for the purpose of praising Allah, to glorify Allah. O mountains of Mecca, what can you tell of the day that stones from the sky fell, destroying an army determined to break the house of Allah that Abraham built? O mountains of Mecca, how was the dawn on the day that my prophet Muhammad was born? How did it feel knowing he was to be the last and most beloved of all, Rasul of Allah, Nabi of Allah? O mountains of Mecca, you were there when the Prophet Muhammad climbed down in despair. Engraved in his heart were the words of his Lord to all of mankind. This was his call: La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Oh people, praise only Allah, glorify Allah. Oh mountains of Mecca, how did you mourn on the day that the beloved returned to his Lord, and up till the last breath escaped from his lips, he prayed.